Yo, what's good everybody? Super9 here. Welcome back to some more diecast stuff. Today, I got the entire 2018 Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt set, plus two more little extra ones from the 2019 set, and we're going to take a look and review all of these awesome cars because, yeah, they're definitely worth it. I just love this array I made right here. It's so cool to have all these supers next to each other, and truth be told, I found most of these supers this year in the stores, so I pretty much, including the ones I paid for on eBay, and then I had some extras like this truck and that Mustang back there, so I sold those on eBay for some extra money. So all in all, I probably have this entire super set for maybe about $50 or so, just like for all the cars, you know. Probably spent about $50 because most of them I was able to find in stores. So let's kick it right off with the A-Case 2018 Super. This is the Datsun 620. And this thing, actually, not many people have been talking about it because, I don't know, it's just an older Super or something now, but even during 2018, no one really took notice of the Super too much, at least not in my opinion. But I think this is probably the most underrated Super of the year. It is JDM, so it's going to have some JDM hype, but not a lot of people got into it, and I don't understand why. It's got that very beautiful, like, emerald green paint color, almost like the Skyline. It's pretty much the same color. And it has little details that I just really like about Hot Wheels when they do their Super Treasure Hunts, such as the hood. This decal on the hood is only on the Super Treasure Hunt. The regular version of the Datsun 620 does not have this decal on the hood here, so it's got like a little 73 camouflage decal and then all that stuff. And on the side, it has the TH on the side, so you know it's a Super. And then on the back, the regular version of the Datsun says HW620 for Hot Wheels 620. And this one, since it's the Super, it says TH620 or Treasure Hunt 620. That's pretty neat in my opinion. So here's the Datsun 620. This one I did find in store in Target, opening up an A-Case. And we have the B-Case Super, which was the 1968 Chevy Nova. As you can see here, this one is probably one of my least favorite of the year because, A, it's got purple Spectra Flame, which really, if I had the regular one, I'd show you, it really doesn't make too much of a difference over the regular paint. It looks almost the same. The only way you're going to distinguish this from a regular car is the wheels, which are pretty cool, to be honest. I actually like the wheels on this Super, and also the Treasure Hunt logo. But luckily, I was able to find this bad boy in stores. Found that one at a Walmart. And coming in with the C-Case, Hot Wheels coming back from the B-Case with this beautiful Porsche 934.5 Super. I don't know what that color is that they used on it, but it's a really, really cool Spectra Frame color. I don't know what that is. It's like a candy blue, like metallic, like neon blue, but also, I don't know, it's just a weird color, but it's also very cool. I like how Hot Wheels kept this one simplistic as well. No goofy decals or nothing. They just put 34 and Porsche on the side. Also, really digging that wheel choice. Those are perfect wheels for this vehicle. Couldn't have done this any better. This is a very awesome Super. I did find that one in stores at a Walmart. Then we have the 2015 Borla Mustang. This was the D-Case Super of 2018. So you can see here, once again, this one's probably pretty underrated since it is black Spectra Flame, which is really not a popular Spectra Flame color. Most people pass up black Spectra Flame because it looks, I don't know, almost grayish, to be honest. Doesn't really have the sheen as some of these other colors do. But nevertheless, it's still a pretty cool Super. I really, really like the livery on this car. I like the Borla, and then you can tell it's a Super right there, TH. And the wheels look very nice on this Mustang too. I managed to find 3 of these Supers in the wild this year. 2 of them I found in a dump bin at Walmart, and 1 of them while opening a case at a Target. So then we have the E-Case Super Treasure Hunt. This was the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. And this thing, whoa, this thing is one of my favorite Supers of the year, if not my favorite Super of the year. I think my favorite Super of the year might be the Audi over there, but this thing is probably pretty close second or third. I really like that deep blue Spectra Flame paint. And once again, I like when Hot Wheels keeps it simplistic or with a racing livery such as this Mustang. And they just kept it simple, kept it straight and simple with this Skyline pinstripe down the side, simple TH there, and nice 4-spoke JDM-like wheels, I guess. That's what the 4 spokes kind of are to me. Nicely detailed car. all in all, very awesome. I did find that one in the store. Found that one at Walmart. Then we have the F-Case Super Treasure Hunt. This is the Indy 500 oval race car in the Golf livery. So most people would complain that this is a fantasy super treasure hunt. You know, the fantasy super treasure hunts stink. But, you know, Hot Wheels did something good, and they picked a car that, you know, could be seen as like a real car. I don't think this Indy car is really... It is based off, you know, real Indy cars, but I don't think it is like an actual model of an Indy car. I think it's a Hot Wheels fantasy model, but... Nevertheless, they could change it into something, and they did very nice. This is a very underrated Super, in my opinion. I always love the Golf livery, and it looks especially beautiful in Spectra Flame paint, this Golf color, and with the Golf decals on there, and a very faint Treasure Hunt logo on that one. But you'd be able to tell this one from a mile away from the regular one, just thanks to the paint and these beautiful orange wheels. And I found that one in a Target sitting on the pegs. So then this one, probably my second least favorite of the year. I do not like this thing very much. This is the 1968 tuned version of the Mustang. And you can see, I like the color. It is gold, which really makes the car stand out. I really like it. And it's got these big old beefy rear rider tires as well. But honestly, I don't understand why Hot Wheels picked this car as the Super. It's a tuned Mustang, and I don't really like tuned models very much. Maybe some people do, but there's always got to be one or two duds in the lineup this year, and this is sadly one of them. That one I did have to buy off of eBay. Did not find that one in the wild, but they're pretty cheap on eBay since it's not a popular model. I got that one for about $15 shipped. So then we have the 2017 Camaro ZL1. Now this is a car that deserved a super slot. This is a very awesome car. Love that paint. That's a nice green. Nice green. Looks so much better from the original. The original is like a weird off seafoam-ish green. And then this one is just the perfect shade of green. So they really improved upon it with the Super. And you can see there's the TH on the side. I like the wheel choice, the chrome lip. And also a couple things you might not have known about this Super, a couple facts about it. One is the normal version does not have this black hood decal. The hood on the normal version is blank. And then also there is a very rare card variation for this car that has a red line rim around the wheels instead of this chrome. And those can sell for some crazy prices on eBay. I've seen some up to $200 just because the card has a red lip around the wheels. But this one I did have to buy off of eBay as well. This one was a little more expensive. It's probably about $25 or so. Then we have the 1952 Chevy pickup truck, and this is like my big haul of the year. I did manage to find 5 of these cars inside of a dump bin in Walmart. Unfortunately, none of them are around in my collection except for this guy because I sold them all off just to make more money to buy extra Supers I did not have. So we have this 52 Chevy here in the beautiful pink paint. This one is one that they changed a lot from the normal version. They added a hood and roof decal to this car that is not on the regular, and they also changed the paint up a bit. This is normally green, that rust there. Normally green rust, but they changed it to this cool looking silhouette. I don't know what that is, silhouette grayish pink. And then the wheels complement this truck perfectly. Love those chrome wheels on there. So next we have the Lamborghini Aventador Miura Homage in red. Unfortunately, I was not able to find this one in the stores. I wish I would have, because this is one of my favorite Supers of the year. A lot of people say they dislike these 5-spoke star wheels, but I think it works great with the car. I could see somebody like taking these wheels off of a Super, not that I'd do that, and putting it on the blue Kmart version. That would be really cool as well. But what I like about this Aventador is that they keep it simple once again. Just the basic gold stripe on the side, paying homage to the Lamborghini Miura 50 years ago, and also the Treasure Hunt logo there. So there is the Lamborghini Aventador Miura Homage. Awesome looking Super. So next up we have the King Cuda. Can't say I'm too big of a fan of this one. I do like that they made a Checkmate car one of the Supers for the year, because I did like that Checkmate series. But once again, it's in the black Spectra Flame, which it doesn't, to be honest, this one doesn't really look too much different from its regular counterpart. aside for that massive TH logo on the back. But you know, it's a pretty cool car. I like the King Cuda. Once again, it's a fantasy model, but Hot Wheels chose their fantasy models right. The King Cuda is a great fantasy model to do. And that one I also had to buy off of eBay. I did not find this one. And here we have the Ultimate Chase Bone Shaker. No, what a flop the Ultimate Chase turned out to be. There's the logo of it on the roof. I didn't get the Ultimate Chase. It's just another Super, and it's not more expensive on eBay. I did have to buy this one off of eBay because I did not find it in stores. But I don't get the big hoopla over this thing. What makes it ultimate? What makes it cool? This is literally, I was thinking like it would be the 50th anniversary supercharger hunt, you know, but there's the Escort with the 50th anniversary livery. So I don't understand, why is this thing so, why did they put an Ultimate Chase? This is what I'm saying about Hot Wheels. Pretty soon they're just going to keep ramping up their car production until they have like twice as many Supers every year as they do now. I mean, they've already done it. Back when they first started doing Supers, they didn't have nearly as many released per year as they do now, and they're only beginning to ramp things up again. So here's the Ultimate Chase Bone Shaker. It's not a bad car. Once again, picking your fantasy car as well. Rather than picking a fantasy car no one likes, pick something solid like the Bone Shaker, which is actually a great fantasy car that collectors will want to have in their collection. So overall, here's the Ultimate Chase Bone Shaker. Pretty cool. Next up is probably my favorite Super of the year. This is the M case. This is the Audi RS6 Avant. I did find this one in the store in one of my videos. I took a video on finding this car, and I found it in Target on the pegs. So here, this is just a perfect looking Super because just absolutely plain. Rear light decals, front light decals, awesome looking rims on this thing, just, and then the beautiful red Spectra Flame. There's nothing more you need to do on a car. This is awesome. I like this new model. I'm glad that they decided to pick a new model as a Super, I guess. They don't really usually do that. They really bring models back and use them as Supers, but this Audi is one of a kind. I love that thing. I wish I would have found more of those instead of some of the other ones I found, but anyway, we move on to the Fiat 500, which is the N case. So yeah, we're on to the letter N case. Personally, I think the letter N case was a mistake because a couple of things look fishy about this car. I'll get into it in a little bit. So anyway, here's the N case Supercharger Hunt. I have not seen a single Hot Wheels 2018 N case. Like, I've never seen one. I've literally seen every other case in my store. Like, you know, not opened every case in stores, but I've seen the cars. I've looked at the case code on the back of the cards of the cars to tell which case they're in. I've never seen an N case. I don't know where these went or what happened to this. I rumored that there's a Super that was supposed to be the Super for the N case, but it had to get pulled or something, so they just had to pick a replacement, and it ended up being Fiat 500. I don't know why they ended up picking this thing as a replacement. I don't understand why. I mean, I guess it's one saving grace. It's got pretty cool wheels. I like those yellow rims on there. But there's the TH logo on the back. This thing is super dirt cheap on eBay. I got this thing for like 12 bucks or something shipped. So yeah, it's a little bit fishy that they would have put this in the lineup. It doesn't really make sense. And also, note the base code. It's stamped very differently. It says L16. What's this one? L15. Okay. I was going to say maybe the other ones were produced earlier or later than that thing. L10. I don't know. But it just seems very fishy. You could see all the other ones are really compact letters. This one is very largely stamped. I don't know why, but technically, I don't think that thing was supposed to be a Super. So anyway, we have the P case Super next, which is the Ford Escort RS 1600 in the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary deco. So this thing, I thought the Bone Shaker was going to be the Hot Wheels 50th supercharger on it, but to be honest, I think this thing blows the Bone Shaker straight out of the water. I really, really like this color on this thing. I just like this car. Ford Escort is the perfect car to do as a Super for the 50th race team at least. And the wheels look very, very nice on this thing as well. I was hoping they'd come out with some sort of supercharger on Real Rider wheel for the 50th anniversary. That's what I thought they were going to do with the Bone Shaker. is make some sort of like rear rider tire that's exclusive to only a couple cars during the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary, but I guess they never did that, and they just slapped the chrome 10 spokes on there. But nevertheless, I love it. That's one of my favorites of the year, to be honest. And that one I had to buy off eBay as well. So then we have the Q Case Supercharger, which is Cruella De Ville. This one I did manage to pull out of a K-Day case at my K-Day event. I did make a video on that, so if you want to see me finding this car, you can go check out that video if you want. But here is the car out of the package. You can see the TH logos on the back hub of the wheel. And once again, dark red Spectra Flame paint. This iconic car from the 101 Dalmatians movie. One thing I really like about this car, the wheels really pop out about this car. I like those white wall tires. Looks very, very nice. So anyway, here's Cruella De Ville. It's a pretty nice Super. I think this was a new model as well. So this is the second new model Super for 2018. So yeah, there was the entire set of 2018 Supers. I found over half of them in the stores, so I guess I got lucky or something. And then we'll go into the 2019s a bit. Here is the Honda Civic, 1990 Honda Civic EF. This is the first time that Hot Wheels has ever experimented with white Spectra Flame paint. And you can tell I don't see much of a difference other than it being a bit of a pearl paint job, which is kind of cool. But, I don't know. I don't think white Spectra Flame really works for me. There's the TH logo on the rear license plate. But one thing I like about the Civic, finally they put rear light decals on it. Usually they just do the front and leave this blank. But that looks really nice. A simple Goretti pinstripe down the side. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Nice and simple Hot Wheels. Keep it nice and simple. And then one thing I noticed about the Super is the wheels. I don't know if those are new wheels or not, but they do look very nice on that Civic, to be honest. Then we have the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 Supercharger Hunt. And this one I managed to snag in my local Walmart in a Christmas dump bin. So this one was a grand total of $1. So here we have the R34. Yeah, I really like this thing. This thing is probably going to be one of my favorite Supers I have. I like the color, because the color in the normal version is just ugly, but the Super looks very, very nice. Simple stripe down the hood, and then these cool little decals there, which show Jay Liu is a Hot Wheels designer who designed this car, I think, this casting. And then we got the TH and the Hot Wheels logo. And fun fact, I guess, I did make this car as a livery in Forza Horizon 4, if you want to look it up. My tag in Forza Horizon 4 is the Green Onion. I did make this livery for this Super because I liked it so much. So anyway, just to recap, Hot Wheels I think had a great year in 2018, and the Supers are no joke. No fantasy garbage. I mean, you know, there's a couple of fantasy cars, but none of them were particularly garbage in my opinion. I think I pretty much liked all the Supers except this Fiat maybe. But yeah, they were all pretty good. I think Hot Wheels did a great year for 50th anniversary, and they're doing pretty good right now for 2019 with these two so far. And there's a Corvette Super and a T2 pickup Super on the way, so they're doing great with Supers so far. So I hope to find some more Supers in stores, and I'll see you guys later.